lesson.
And this one is fig and gochu.
Ooh, fig
Be
and
careful,
gochu.
Drew, be careful.
In the kitchen segment, yes, this does seem like the segment where maybe a seasoned or a less seasoned reporter might lose a finger or two. That's not going to happen today.
Not you, Drew.
No, not me. Chef Brian Quinn joins me. He is the owner of Chef BQ Culinary, and the whole idea behind this segment seems pretty simple. Let's learn how to properly use the knives and cutting boards in our kitchen so that we can have some fun and not lose any digits when cooking during the holiday season.
Exactly. A trip to the emergency room is not going to make the meal better.
No, it's not. I will tell you this. When I go to cut anything, we have that that knife block in our kitchen. I'm always like, I don't even know which one to grab. Which knife? Is there a general rule of thumb when it comes to which knife you should use?
I always tell people that use the knife that fits your hand the best. And it may be the $10 knife, it may be the $100 knife, but find the knife that feels good in your hand, because then you'll use it.
You said that's the one you like to use at home. That's the cheap one.
That's the cheap one.
Because it fits you well.
Right.
The other trick, I didn't notice this when I first pulled up, but you said, hey, Drew, take a look at this. Underneath the cutting board, the wet towel. Why?
Right, because you want stability. Just like the vegetables we're going to cook is the foundation for great cooking, we also want to have a stable base for our cutting board. So with a wet towel underneath, it's not going to slip.
Got it. All right, now let's get to some cutting. And again, the safe way to cut any of the produce items you see here on the table.
Right. Well, what I like to tell people is I like to get my vegetables flat. So with an onion, I'll top the bottom and the top so that it's flat. Same with our celery. I want to make sure that I'm not trying to cut something that's round.
I would do that, yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and split it and make it a manageable size so that then I can start my dicing. Well,
let's get to dicing, because a lot of times I've tried to dice and I just stop. Then I get back to really slowly, like make sure nothing gets lost, make sure nothing gets cut, and I'm going to go real slow about it. But then I see those pros, they're working it, and it doesn't seem like they're in danger. How do they do it?
Because they've been doing it for a million years. But what you don't want is, you don't want to be chopping like this, because that's dangerous. When we're using a chef's knife, you've got clearance on the handle so that your fingers don't hit the cutting board. And go slowly too, because that's super important. Fast isn't any good if you're not safe. But you're rocking off the tip of the blade, and you're moving that chef's knife up and down like this, and using my claw technique on the veggies, I'm going to rock that back and forth.
Still makes me nervous.
Now, if I put my fingers out like this, then I'm going to be in trouble.
Yes.
But
only the long one, really.
Well. So I'm using the knife and the knuckle on my finger as the guide.
I feel like I should try this.
So
I feel the people at home.
You really should, Drew.
Want a little adventure here.
Okay.
But now I'm left with very little product.
Are you lefty or righty?
I'm a righty.
Okay, attaboy.
Yeah. Okay, so I go claw.
Claw.
And I'm going to rock it.
Right.
Like this.
Now, and your knife's going to go up against that knuckle.
Really?
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay,
there's
but
the knuckle.
See, you got your fingernail pointed out.
Oh,
okay.
My goodness. I'm glad I didn't start.
Right. Knife.
Ah!
Stop
that is
it.
that was nerve-wracking.
No, it's not. You'll be fine. Look, you're doing a great job.
No, my fingers are like moving. They're flinching. Well, I'm not even trying to get them to flinch.
Well, the kids will be wanting breakfast by the time you're done. Okay. But
okay, I'm back to oatmeal. Okay, next produce item.
Next produce item, onion. So again, I want a flat surface area, right? And you see people, they go this, and you see cooks on TV, and then they do this. Slicing into your hand.
Right.
That just scares me. I don't do it. And I've been doing this for 30 years. So I'm going to take my onion, and again, using my finger as the back, I'm not cutting into my finger. I'm going straight down, rotating it slowly.
While you finish that onion, Chef Brian. No, you
Yes,
keep
sir.
going. You
Okay.
finish the onion. I feel like the best takeaway from this entire segment may be the recipe that's available on our Portland Today Facebook page. A recipe using your techniques for a chicken noodle soup. So they can go to our Facebook page and get that. And I also want to make sure we mention your website. You say it correctly one time for me.
ChefBQ.com.
ChefBQ.com. Brian Quinn, ladies and gentlemen. All of our fingers still in place. More Portland Today after this.